19, 2024. Al Burshah, Dubai, UAE. A luxury mansion in one of the city's most exclusive neighborhoods. Inside the marble-floored foyer, two bodies lie motionless. Meera Sharma, 34. Anjali Reddy, 31. Both Indian nationals. Both nurses who'd been working in Dubai for 3 years. Both shot execution style, single bullets to the back of the head. They're still wearing the formal dresses they'd put on for what they thought was a celebration dinner. Their phones are on the floor beside them, smashed. Their handbags searched and emptied. Dubai police arrive at 9:47 p.m. after neighbors report hearing gunshots. What they find launches one of the most complex investigations in UAE history, a case that exposes family honor killings, forced marriage, international conspiracy, and the dark side of cultural expectations that cross borders. The killer? Not a stranger. Not a random criminal. But Meera's own brother, Vikram Sharma, who'd flown from India specifically to murder her. And Anjali? She died simply because she was there. Wrong place. Wrong time.
Welcome to Secret Witness, the channel where we uncover crime, betrayal, and the darkest secrets people try to hide.
Every day we bring you gripping true crime-inspired stories that will shock you, haunt you, and make you question what really happens behind closed doors. So before we dive into today's chilling story, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell icon, so you'll never miss a single twist. Within 72 hours, Vikram would be arrested at Abu Dhabi International Airport trying to flee back to India. His confession would reveal a murder plot involving 5 family members across 2 countries. And his justification? She disrespected our family. She left us no choice. How far would your family go to control your life? Your marriage? Your choices? Your life as a whole? What if saying no to an arranged marriage or lifestyle meant your own brother, sister, or family would hunt you down and execute you? What if your family decided that your independence, your career, your happiness was less important than their honor? And that the only solution was your death? Because this isn't a story about a random killer. This is about family. About culture twisted into cruelty. About women who escaped to Dubai for freedom, only to have their past catch up with them in the most violent way imaginable. Subscribe and drop a comment telling us where you're watching from. Because what you're about to hear is a story about honor killings, something that happens in modern cities, not just rural villages. It's a story about the price women pay for choosing their own lives. And it's a warning that running away isn't always enough. Meera Sharma grew up in Delhi in a conservative middle-class family. Her father, Rajesh Sharma, owned a small manufacturing business. Her mother, Sunita, was a homemaker. They had 3 children, Vikram, the eldest son, Meera, middle child, and Priya, youngest daughter. In their community and family structure, Vikram held special status as the oldest son. He was seen as the future head of the family. His opinions mattered. His authority was rarely questioned. Even though Meera was older than their youngest sister, Vikram, being male, held power over both his sisters' lives. Meera was intelligent and ambitious. She became a registered nurse, working at a private hospital in Delhi. She was 28 years old, financially independent, and not particularly interested in marriage. But her family had other plans. In 2019, Meera's parents arranged her marriage to a man named Rohit Malhotra, son of a family friend, decent job from their same community. Traditional arrangement. Meera met Rohit twice before the engagement was announced. Meera tried to be open-minded. Maybe arranged marriage could work. Maybe Rohit was a good person. But during their engagement period, Meera discovered things about Rohit that horrified her. He was controlling, had a drinking problem, and made it clear he expected Meera to quit her job after marriage and focus on household duties. 2 months before the wedding, Meera told her parents she wanted to call it off. Her father was furious. The invitations are printed. The venue is booked. You will not embarrass this family. Her brother Vikram was even more aggressive. You will marry Rohit. This is not a discussion. You don't get to shame our family name. Meera stood her ground. I won't marry someone I don't love. Someone who wants to control me. Vikram slapped her. In front of the entire family. And no one stopped him. That's when Meera realized her family would never let her choose her own path. If she stayed in India, she'd be forced into this marriage. Or worse. Meera started planning her escape. She'd heard from nursing colleagues about opportunities in Dubai, high salaries, tax-free income, independence. She applied for nursing positions through an agency, got hired by a private hospital in Dubai, secured her work visa. She told her family she was going on a work training program for 2 weeks. They didn't suspect anything. On August 15, 2020, Meera flew to Dubai. And she didn't come back. She called her parents from Dubai and told them the truth. She wasn't returning. She'd canceled the wedding. She was starting a new life. Her father begged her to come home. Her mother cried. Her younger sister Priya was devastated. They'd been close. But Vikram? Vikram was enraged. He told Meera on the phone, "You've destroyed our family's honor. You've made us a joke in our community. You will pay for this." Meera blocked all their numbers except Priya's. She wanted one connection to home, but she couldn't handle Vikram's threats. Anjali Reddy came from a similar background, middle-class family in Hyderabad. Also a nurse. Also facing family pressure to marry. In Anjali's case, her family wanted her to marry her cousin, a common practice in some South Indian communities to keep property within the family. Anjali refused. She'd grown up with this cousin. The thought of marrying him felt wrong. When she said no, her family cut her off financially, told her she was selfish, ungrateful. Are you still here? If yes, drop "I'm here" in the comments section. Let's see those will be giving a shout out to this weekend. In 2021, Anjali also moved to Dubai for work. Like Meera, she saw it as an escape, a chance to build a life on her own terms. Meera and Anjali met at a social gathering for Indian expat nurses in Dubai. They instantly connected. Both had similar stories of family pressure, escape, and building new lives. They became best friends. Roommates eventually. They worked at different hospitals but spent their free time together. They traveled, explored the city, built a support system for each other. For 3 years, Meera and Anjali lived the lives they dreamed of. Independent, successful, happy. But Meera's family never forgot. And they never forgave. In Delhi, the Sharma family had become social pariahs. The broken engagement was a scandal. People talked, whispered, judged. Rohit's family demanded compensation for the embarrassment. The wedding venue couldn't refund the deposit. Relatives stopped inviting the Sharmas to functions. Vikram took this personally. As the oldest son, he felt responsible for the family's honor. And in his mind, Meera had destroyed it. He tried tracking her down in Dubai. Called hospitals pretending to be family with an emergency. Most refused to give information. He hired a private investigator who eventually found out where Meera worked and lived. But getting to her in Dubai was complicated. He couldn't just show up at her hospital. Dubai has strict laws, security cameras everywhere. Vikram needed a plan. And he needed Meera to come to him willingly. In February 2024, Vikram's younger sister Priya got married, an arranged marriage to a man from Abu Dhabi who worked in the oil industry. Priya moved to Abu Dhabi, just 90 minutes from Dubai. This gave Vikram an idea. He'd maintained contact with Priya throughout the years. He knew Priya still talked to Meera occasionally despite the family rift. Vikram convinced Priya to help him. He told her, "We just want to talk to Meera. Make peace." She's our sister. This has gone on long enough." Priya, who genuinely missed her sister and wanted family reconciliation, agreed. In April 2024, Priya reached out to Meera. Said she'd moved to Abu Dhabi. Said she missed her. Said she wanted to reconnect. Meera was hesitant but hopeful. She missed Priya too. They started video calling, slowly rebuilding their relationship. By early May, Priya said, "Why don't you come visit me? We can spend time together. No parents. No Vikram. Just sisters." Meera agreed. She told Anjali about it. Anjali said, "I'm coming with you. I'm not letting you go alone to see the family that threatened you." Meera appreciated the support. They planned the visit for May 19th, a Sunday, their day off. What Meera didn't know was that Vikram had flown to Abu Dhabi on May 17th. He was staying with Priya and her husband. And he wasn't there to reconcile. He was there to do something that will keep even seasoned investigators in shock, not just me and you. If you're still here watching, kindly let us know in the comments section as we proceed with this horrific case. On the morning of May 19th, Priya called Meera with a change of plans. She said, "My husband's family is visiting our apartment today. Can we meet somewhere else? There's a family friend's mansion in Dubai. They're traveling, but they said we can use it for the day. It's beautiful. Private. We can talk without interruption." Meera thought this was slightly odd but not alarming. She agreed. Priya texted the address, a luxury villa in Al Barsha, Dubai. Meera and Anjali got dressed nicely. They thought they were going to a relaxed family gathering. Maybe dinner. Maybe just tea and conversation. They left their apartment in Dara at 6:30 p.m. Took a taxi to the address Priya had sent. They arrived at 7:15 p.m. The mansion was impressive. High walls. Security gate. Luxury car in the driveway. Meera rang the intercom. Priya's voice answered, "Come in." The gate's open. The gate buzzed open. Meera and Anjali walked up the curved driveway. The front door opened. And that's when everything went wrong. Vikram was standing in the doorway. Not Priya. Meera froze. "Vikram? What are you? Where's Priya?" Vikram said nothing. He raised a handgun. Meera screamed. Turned to run. Anjali grabbed her arm, pulling her toward the gate. Vikram fired twice. The first bullet hit Meera in the back of the head. She dropped instantly. Anjali screamed, tried to run. Vikram shot her too. Single shot. Back of the head. She collapsed beside Meera. Both women died within seconds. They never saw it coming. Never had a chance to defend themselves. Vikram stood over their bodies. No emotion. No hesitation. To him, this wasn't murder. This was justice. This was restoring family honor. Priya came running from inside the house. She'd been told to stay in a back room. When she saw her sister's body, she collapsed, screaming. Vikram told her, "This is done." She brought this on herself. She chose her pride over family. Also present, Priya's husband Arjun, who'd helped plan this. He'd provided the location. The mansion belonged to his employer who was out of the country. And there was a third accomplice, Vikram and Priya's cousin Naveen, who'd flown from India with Vikram. 4 people involved in planning and executing this murder. All families. All convinced they were doing the right thing. They tried to stage it as a robbery. Smashed the women's phones. Emptied their bags. Made it look like they'd been killed by intruders. They planned to dispose of the bodies in the desert. Had cleaning supplies ready. Thought they could make Meera and Anjali disappear. But they didn't account for neighbors hearing the gunshots. And they didn't account for Dubai's extensive surveillance systems. At 9:47 p.m., Dubai police received multiple calls about gunshots in Al Barsha. Officers arrived within minutes. They found the front door open. Found the bodies. Found evidence of a botched cover-up. Dubai police are known for their efficiency and technology. Within hours they identified the victims through fingerprints. Both were registered residents with work visas. Pulled security footage from nearby cameras. Tracked the villa ownership, belonged to Arjun's employer. Started tracing phone records and recent contacts. By dawn on May 20th, they'd identified several suspects. Vikram Sharma, Meera's brother, entered UAE on May 17th. Priya Sharma, Meera's sister, resident of Abu Dhabi. Arjun Kumar, Priya's husband, provided the location. Naveen Sharma, cousin, entered UAE with Vikram. On May 21st, Dubai police coordinated with Abu Dhabi police. Simultaneous arrest. Priya and Arjun were arrested at their Abu Dhabi apartment at 6 a.m. Priya was still in shock, barely responsive. Naveen was arrested at a hotel in Dubai where he checked in after the murder. Vikram was arrested at Abu Dhabi International Airport at 2 p.m. He tried to board a flight to Delhi. Had a one-way ticket purchased the day after the murder. All four were taken into custody. Under UAE law, all were charged with premeditated murder. Priya broke first. She confessed everything through tears. She said Vikram had convinced her this was necessary. That Meera had destroyed the family. That she'd refused multiple chances to come home and make things right. Priya claimed she thought they were just going to talk to Meera. Scare her. Maybe force her to come back to India. She said she didn't know Vikram had a gun. Didn't know he was actually going to kill Meera. But text messages between Priya and Vikram told a different story. Messages like, "Once this is done, the family can heal. She won't listen to reason. You know what has to happen." Priya knew. She helped. She lured her own sister to her death. Vikram confessed but showed no remorse. He told investigators, "Meera destroyed our family's honor. She embarrassed us. Made us a joke in our community. She chose Western values over family duty. She refused to fulfill her obligations as a daughter and sister. I gave her chances. I called her. I told her to come home. She refused." When asked about Anjali, Vikram said coldly, "She was unfortunate. Wrong place. But she was Meera's friend. She supported Meera's rebellion. She's not innocent." When asked if he regretted the murders, Vikram said, "I regret that it came to this. But Meera chose this path. In our culture, family honor is everything. She knew the consequences." Arjun, Priya's husband, admitted he'd provided the location and logistics. His employer's mansion. The time when it would be empty. He'd driven Vikram and Naveen to Dubai that day. He said he believed in family honor. That Meera deserved punishment. That women who abandon their families and reject arranged marriages need to be corrected. Naveen's role was support. He'd traveled with Vikram from India. Was present at the mansion. Helped with the attempted cover-up afterward. All four were complicit. All four were guilty. At this point, what do you think should be their judgment? Let's see those who are jury here. Drop your own verdict in the comments section. Dubai police also investigated family members back in India. Rajesh Sharma, father phone records showed he knew Vikram was traveling to the UAE. He'd sent money for the trip. He didn't explicitly know about murder plans, but he knew Vikram intended to handle the Meera situation. Sunita Sharma, mother, knew Vikram was in UAE but claimed ignorance about his intentions. Indian authorities questioned both parents but couldn't charge them. No direct evidence of participation in murder conspiracy. The case exploded in international media by May 23rd. Indian media covered it extensively. Honor killing in Dubai. Brother executes sister for refusing arranged marriage. UAE media focused on the violation of their laws and the brutal nature of the crime. Women's rights organizations in both countries held protests. The case became a symbol of the ongoing fight against honor killings and family control over women's choices. Meera's nursing colleagues in Dubai held a vigil. Hundreds attended. They spoke about Meera and Anjali as independent, strong women who'd built lives they were proud of, who didn't deserve to die for choosing their own paths. The trial began in July 2024 in Dubai Criminal Court. UAE law is strict on murder, especially premeditated murder. The prosecution presented overwhelming evidence. Security footage showing Vikram's arrival in UAE. Text messages between all four defendants. Phone records showing planning conversations. The murder weapon recovered from the villa. Forensic evidence matching the crime scene. Vikram's full confession. They argued this was premeditated murder. Vikram, with help from 3 accomplices, had planned and executed this crime. That honor was not a legal defense. Meera and Anjali were victims of extreme violence motivated by control, ego, and cultural extremism. The prosecution sought the death penalty for Vikram and Naveen. Life imprisonment for Priya and Arjun. The defense tried to argue cultural context, that honor killings, while not legal, should be understood within cultural frameworks. The UAE court rejected this immediately. The judge stated, "Cultural traditions do not override human rights in UAE law. Murder is murder." This court does not recognize honor as justification for taking human life. The defense then argued diminished capacity for Priya, that she was coerced, manipulated, genuinely believed they were only going to talk. But her text messages undermined this. She knew. She helped. She brought her sister to her death. Anjali's family flew from India. Her mother could barely speak through tears. "My daughter had nothing to do with their family dispute. She was Meera's friend. She was there to protect her. And she was murdered for it. She died because she was a good friend. Because she tried to help. Our family will never recover." Meera's former colleagues spoke about both women. Dedicated nurses, kind people, hard workers who sent money home to support their families despite everything. One colleague said, "Meera left India to escape forced marriage. She built a career. She was happy. And her own family hunted her down and killed her for it." What does that say about how we value women's lives? On August 15, 2024, the court delivered its verdict. Vikram Sharma, guilty of premeditated murder, 2 counts. Sentenced to death by firing squad. Naveen Sharma, guilty of premeditated murder, accessory and accomplice. Sentenced to life imprisonment, 25 years minimum. Arjun Kumar, guilty of conspiracy to commit murder. Sentenced to 20 years imprisonment. Priya Sharma, guilty of conspiracy to commit murder and accessory to murder. Sentenced to 15 years imprisonment. The judge's statement. This court finds that Vikram Sharma, with the assistance of 3 accomplices, committed one of the most heinous crimes. The murder of 2 innocent women whose only crime was choosing independence over forced marriage. The defendant showed no remorse. He believed he was entitled to take his sister's life because she defied family expectations. This court categorically rejects such thinking. In the UAE, all lives have value. All people have rights. Murder motivated by so-called honor is still murder, and it will be punished accordingly. Vikram appealed his death sentence. The appeal was denied in November 2024. As of today, Vikram Sharma sits on death row in Dubai Central Prison awaiting execution. Naveen, Arjun, and Priya are serving their sentences in UAE prisons. Under UAE law, they're not eligible for early release. Back in Delhi, the Sharma family has been ostracized. Not for Meera's rebellion, but for Vikram's murder. Rajesh and Sunita Sharma gave one interview where they tried to defend their son. The backlash was immediate. They've since retreated from public life. Their youngest daughter, whom we haven't mentioned much, disowned the entire family. She changed her name and moved to another city. The family Meera tried to escape destroyed itself from within. Meera Sharma was 34 years old. She became a nurse, built a career, moved to Dubai for independence, lived 3 years of happiness. Anjali Reddy was 31 years old. She did the same. Escaped, built a life, was a loyal friend. Both died because Meera said no to an arranged marriage, because she chose her own path, because her brother couldn't accept that his authority over her life had limits. This case isn't just unique. Honor killings happen worldwide. An estimated 5,000 plus honor killings occur globally each year. Most victims are women killed by family members. Common triggers: refusing arranged marriage, dating outside community, divorce, perceived sexual impropriety, choosing independence. Perpetrators often show no remorse, believing they acted righteously. Many cases go unreported or are disguised as accidents/suicides. If you're escaping family pressure, don't share your exact location with family members you don't fully trust. Be cautious about reconciliation attempts. They may be traps. Keep evidence of threats, texts, recordings, emails. Register with your embassy/consulate in your new country. Have a safety plan and trusted friends who know your situation. Consider legal protection orders if possible. Never meet family members alone, especially in isolated locations. Red flags Meera missed. Vikram's history of violence. He'd slapped her before. The sudden reconciliation attempt after years of threats. Meeting at an unfamiliar location instead of Priya's home. The last-minute venue change. Priya's husband being involved, someone Meera barely knew. For friends of people escaping family violence, take threats seriously. Family would never really hurt you is false. Accompany them to meetings. Anjali did this and paid with her life, but her instinct was right. Help them document everything. Know their family situation and watch for warning signs. Have emergency contacts and plans. This case sparked important conversations in Indian communities worldwide. Family honor versus individual rights. The role of sons in enforcing family control. How arranged marriage pressure can escalate to violence. The need for women to have autonomy over their own lives. How communities can protect women instead of enabling abusers. Many Indian diaspora organizations used this case to start programs. Support groups for women escaping family pressure. Legal aid for those facing forced marriage. Mental health services for family estrangement trauma. Education programs about women's rights within cultural contexts. If this case made you think differently about family pressure and honor culture, hit that subscribe button. Do you know someone facing forced marriage or family control? Don't stay silent. Share this video. Someone facing family pressure needs to know the warning signs. Someone considering reconciliation with threatening family members needs to see this. Meera thought she'd escaped. Though being in Dubai with a good job and a new life meant she was safe, she was wrong. And it cost her everything. Subscribe and turn on notifications. Every day we expose the reality of honor-based violence, family control, and the strength of women who dare to choose their own paths. This has been Secret Witness, True Crime Stories, where we honor victims and demand justice. Meera Sharma and Anjali Reddy deserve to live, deserve their independence, deserve their happiness. Vikram Sharma deserves exactly what he got, death row. And even that's too merciful. Stay safe, know your worth, and remember your life is yours. No one, not your parents, not your siblings, not your culture, has the right to take it from you. Meera's gone. Anjali's gone. But their story lives on as a warning and a call for change.